Hey everybody, this is Derek, aka No One on YouTube. How are you guys doing? Thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for visiting my channel. I'm going to do something associated with the warning, and this is from Guitar World, which I hope this is not going to get any kind of like issues to put up on YouTube. But it's Daniela or Dany Villarreal Velez shows off her favorite warning riffs. Um, and so this will be cool for me since I'm just a self-taught amateur rhythm guitarist. But as a matter of fact, oh, you know what? I just taught myself the riff to Red Hands. Um, why is my brain like shot out right now? But you know what I'm saying? Red Hands Never Fade. That's it. Um, but because it was like a minute and 13 seconds, it got copyrighted. So I have to trim out like 14 seconds and make sure that it's under 60 seconds because that's the rule on YouTube is that if it's under 60 seconds, then they can't copyright claim you. So anyways, back to this. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing this. Now, this is a almost 14-minute video. So let's see what this has in store. I'm like excited because um, I think I love let me just make this clear to all of you of the TWA. I love all the girls. Pau is an amazing drummer and vocalist. Ale is an amazing bassist and vocalist. Um, and then Pau is an incredible pianist. They're all incredible songwriters, performers, musicians, the whole nine yards. Okay. So I think in the video that I did with Dany singing You Ought to Know, or not just Dany, but the whole warning doing You Ought to Know, because, and a couple people understood what I meant, but there was like a couple that did not. Um, and I did have to delete like one or two comments off of that video, but because they were just stupid. I cannot handle stupid. I don't care what people say about me, but I cannot deal with the stupidity of people. Um, so anyways, because I mentioned something like it was the Dany show, and that was not taking away from the other girls. The other girls were doing their thing. Allie was, as somebody mentioned in the comment section, she was just chilled out. She was just a jazz-based diva, and I was like, yes, that's exactly what I meant. And for me, what I meant for the Dany show, as far as for me, is because of the way she was presenting the song. Because I didn't even mention her guitar playing, so I was not even mentioning any of the musicians, any of the instruments. I was just referring to Dany's delivery of the actual song and lyrics, um, her aggression and all of that. But of course, you're not going to have the song unless you have, well, the guitar, the bass, and the drums. So I was not trying to take away from anybody. So um, I think I have like I don't know if anybody has like their favorites. I love all three of the girls, the young ladies, but I think Danny's kind of like leaning in my favorites only because of the way that she sings aggressively, like when she did Sweet Leaf, the Black Sabbath cover, and she did Back in Black with Orianthe, the AC/DC cover, and then the You Oughta Know. I'm like, okay, I think I lean towards Dany, definitely with vocals, but just in general. But I love all of them. So don't leave stupid comments down below. It's okay to have your favorite, okay? And I'm very protective of all three of the girls, okay? So um, they're fabulous and they're extremely talented. So with all of that said, let me put on my headphones, full screen this, and let's see what Dany's got for us. I don't know if the other girls are going to appear in here or not, but
Hey everybody, I'm Dany from The Warning, and I'm here at Guitar World in New York City, ready to talk about some of the riffs that my band and I have written for our newest album, Keep Me Fed. So we're gonna start with the first single that I love very, very much. This is a song called More. It goes a little bit like this. right.
Okay, Danny. Now, what's the guitar tuned to? Is it's I don't know if that's standard tuning or if it's dropped a little bit, but let's see if she talks about that.
So, first of all, what you need to know about this song in general is that right now I am in drop D tuning, but my pedal.
Okay, so I definitely heard that the tuning was dropped. So it's a drop D, which is interesting because my one of my guitars right now is actually tuned to a drop D when I did my guitar cover for the Foo Fighters Monkey Wrench. So maybe I'll try to learn this song. All right.
Woo! All right. So, first of all, what you need to know about this song in general is that right now I am in drop D tuning, but my pedal board is actually pitch shifting. It's half a step down, if I'm saying that correctly. So, yeah, the original sound from my guitar is not the same of what's coming out of the amplifier. So that's interesting in and of itself. And for this album, I tried to step out of my comfort zone. You know, I'm the only guitar player on stage in the band. So I'm used to playing a lot of power chords, a lot of rhythmic stuff. And for this new album, we spent a lot of time in the studio along with our producer to kind of like shake things up a bit. So I'm doing a lot of different things that I haven't done before. One of
Which I noticed and I heard. I don't know if I commented on that when I did the full album review, which by the way is on my Patreon for anybody that would like to see it. But I mean, I definitely noticed it in my ears. I just don't know if I mentioned it in that reaction.
the things being having riffs with a lot of bendings in it and just kind of like playing along with the band like you saw at the beginning. So I just have to get all those microtonalities out of it and get it right every time. You know, if you play guitar, you can overbend or underbend any bending easily. So I have to just kind of get that all the time. It was quite a challenge. And I do.
Yeah, you have to make it so that it's just muscle memory and so that you're not thinking about it, especially because she's the guitarist and the vocalist. So, um, because instead of like, I'm sure as a vocalist, she's going to concentrate on her diaphragm and breath support and all of that stuff, which is, why she's so powerful. And then when it comes to playing guitar, and I've said this in many of the warning videos that I've done, that she must have really good, I mean, she practices a lot and probably so much so that when she is playing and not just power chords, but if she's doing like some lead stuff or playing with the strings while she's singing, she's just doing it by muscle memory because she's practiced so much. And you have to do that if you're going to be able to sing while you're playing.
Kind of get that all the time. It was quite a challenge. And I do that every night now at the live shows, which, by the way, we are on tour. So if you haven't seen us on tour, feel free to join us on stage and just rock out. But that's my favorite part of this song, along with the bridge, which gets kind of funky. Look at this.
The dropping of the tuning definitely gives a heavier sound to the music, and because I don't think anything on the first two albums was in drop D or C. I think all of them was in standard tuning, and it was straight up rock and roll, and I loved it. But this has a heavier sound because of the dropping of the tuning.
I love that riff. It makes me want to dance, as you saw. Like, if you see it live, you'll see me totally for sure moving around. But yeah, that's one of the first songs that came out of this new album. And one of the first ones we wrote, actually. But I have so many riffs to talk to you about this album that I'm going to change songs right now. Because one of the other challenging things that we had this time around was I tried new for lack of a better word, equipment using things. Wait, let me find the song real quick. This one is also in drop D, but regular drop D. So no pitch shifting this time. And I'm going to use a slide. The crazy thing about this riff is that I'm using what was used as the bending last time, but now for a longer time. So I can't have a bend go that long. You'll see in a minute. It goes. Woo! And that's like the drop into the chorus of the whole song. It sounds amazing when.
Very interesting. I would have never thought about that using a slide. Because she's right. I mean, when you bend the string to get the bend sound, I mean, there's, you know, you can't keep it bent. So to have a prolonged sound, yeah, she's using a slide. That's very interesting. You go, girl, Dany. She's so smart.
And that's like the drop into the chorus of the whole song. It sounds amazing when the whole band just joins. But the crazy thing about this is that since I need this for that big riff moment, I need to play the whole song with the slide on my finger. Now, I'm not used to that at all. Even finding a slide that fit my tiny hand was a challenge in and of itself. So I had to learn how to play in a clean way without the slide getting in my way for like the rest of the song, which goes kind of a little bit like this. This is normal. But then it goes. So having the slide not.
You know, I really love the way, and again, this is what I mean about the Dany show. Her face, did you notice, like, the minute she started that riff, just her face changed. Look, see? That's what I love about Dany. Um,
But then it goes. So having the slide not get in the way of that became like something I practiced a lot. But I love this riff, and along with my trusty pedal board, I get to harmonize it as well. So I go. And then I go for a bigger effect. Woohoo! So I may be only one guitar player on stage, but trust me, I'll figure out a way to make some noise and just completely fill out that space of guitar, make ourselves
and she's really good at that, because when you see them live and you hear them live, and it's just one guitarist, but yet they always sound so full. You know, they sound like a full band. Until, of course, like she does a solo, and then you'll hear the rhythm section be Ale's pounding bass.
completely fill out that space of guitar, make ourselves present for sure. So that song's called Apologize. I didn't mention the name, but it's also very cool because my sister Pau gets to scream at the top of her lungs. It's such a great, energizing song for stage. There's a lot of songs that we play in drop D, actually. This one is called Sick, and it's also a very cool riff that I really, really love. Here it goes. Woo! Now, the crazy thing about this riff, though, is that I am the guitar player, and the lead singer of the band. So with this particular riff, I have to sing on top of it. So there's a lot of riffs on this album that had that kind of like, okay, how am I going to do the vocals and the guitar playing at the same time? I don't know if you will be able to hear this at the same time, but maybe I'm going to try and do the chorus because it's this riff and some singing. So it goes. Give me silence, you Lord, silence till it makes me feel, till it makes me feel, till it makes me feel sick. Yeah. So I had to figure all that out in my brain, and it just worked out. So I had to practice it a lot. But some of the riffs.
It's so true, because if you're doing just power chords, I mean, you can sing and do power chords, but to do more with the strings with your fingers than just sliding your hand up and down, on the fret, it's difficult.
And it just worked out. So I had to practice it a lot. But some of the riffs in this album kind of like, it's a complete mind game for sure. Talking about mind games, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna change guitar real quick to this beautiful Fender baritone that I have over here. So more about this guitar. It is a baritone guitar, but I have it dropped as well. So the last string is not in B, it's all the way down to A. For some reason, I always looked at this guitar as a 7-string guitar without the first string, so I don't tune it like a normal guitar. And that's gonna come and haunt me at one point in my life, I'm sure. So yeah, the second string doesn't have that semitone difference as a normal guitar. So if I play a chord, it's not gonna sound like a chord. I don't recommend you to do that. But for me, it works. Apparently, I just learned how to use the guitar like this. So it's A, and then E, all the way down to A again, D. Then I go to a G instead of a G flat or F sharp, and then a normal B. So this is the string that is the weird one that should not be in G, but I'm a little bit stubborn, so that's how I use it. And that's how I got used to it. So this song is called Sharks. It's one of the heaviest in the album. And I want to debut the sound of this guitar for all of you with this song. Man, I could just see the mosh pit. Like, it's just...
That is so heavy and riffy and chunky. I love it.
Man, I could just see the mosh pit. Like, it's just, it's such a great riff to play, especially live and with my sisters. Just having that low end and just those low notes. I'm actually getting into like my sister Alice bass territory, but I don't care. I love it. It's great. I love that riff as well. The song is called Sharks, and for us, that semitone difference, like Jaws, is a shark. So that's literally why we named the song that way, and we took that route. But yeah, and in this song we also have a cool bridge part. And I have to sing over that too. That was a crazy experience as well. But I love that riff. And fun fact, in the studio, actually, this last note, I took the tuner and just like dropped it down for the studio. But I was like, I need to get back straight away to playing live. So I just do like this exaggerated slide as slow as I can to get that same effect. But again, it's one of the riffs I very much enjoy playing every night. Okay, back to the original song that I wanted to display on this guitar as well. It's called Automatic Sun. That's how it goes. And it's my favorite riff of all time that we've made ever. It just hits the right spot. Here we go. Hey, there's nothing I love more than just going.
Yeah, I found that very interesting, to get that sound.
Hey, there's nothing I love more than just going. It's amazing. Ooh. This whole song, it's practically just like complete riffage. I don't have a single part where I'm not doing a melodic line on the guitar, so that was very new for me and very interesting. Hopefully I can make a playthrough of this song later on and show you guys the whole song. One thing I would like to show you guys as well with this guitar, actually I have to tune it to a normal baritone note, which is a B string for the last string. No more drop A, oh no. Because I have a quirky little solo in this song that I get to a little bit of that, okay? So it goes a little bit like this. That was a challenge as well, just to kind of get the synchronization of feet movement, finger movement, and just overall. But apart from that, I'm usually standing up, so I have to balance myself like in one foot, and I like to move around a lot, so I don't usually plan that out very well, and I'm just kind of like tumbling while doing the solo. But that's just a me thing. I have to work on that actually. But yeah, that's also a fun thing about this song. I have a lot more to talk about this album, but for now, I think I'm gonna leave you guys to it and check the album out so you can see all the guitar lines. And probably if I have more time, I'll do another one with the rest of the songs. You never know.
I hope so.
Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
Yeah. I love stuff like this. I love like behind the scenes and first of all, let me click like on that one. Um Hello? What the heck? Oh, okay, never mind. Um, yeah, I love like behind the scenes stuff, and I loved, you know, just listening to her talking about. Or, first of all, her excitement is exuding. Um, she's definitely proud of the riffs, as she should be, and yeah, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to know that those were in drop D. And then on the other guitar, where she had the lower E string drop down to an A, but then to a B when she did that solo, but using the pedal. So that was pretty cool. So I totally love this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And well, let me see. Hold on one second. Um, Yeah, if there's anything else that's like this, I know when I first started reacting to the warning, like a lot of you guys were just kind of like, "Oh yeah, well, we'll watch like whatever, whether it's a video, a concert, an interview, and stuff like that." But yeah, so documentary. I did a few of the TED Talk. Well, I did both of the TED Talks, and I did one documentary, and I did both full albums the first 2 albums, full albums on YouTube, and then all 4 of the albums are on Patreon because of the latter 2 being owned by UMG, and UMG is going after reactors. So, I'm not touching anything with UMG on YouTube, and I still have to, like, react to the music videos that are from the 3rd and 4th album. Um, but those are gonna go on Patreon. So, and it's really inexpensive, guys. Like, I have a tier for, like, $3 for the whole month, and give me requests, and I'll do the requests, because you're a member. And, there's other, Patreon exclusive videos and other stuff that's also coming up into the future. So the link is going to be in the description for the Patreon, and I hope you guys will consider going over there. If you like this video, then I hope that you will press like and subscribe. And those of you who are not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. And well, I think that pretty much covers everything. Please let me know in the comment section any other like behind the scenes stuff with any of the girls, whether it's Pow, talking about drums or her drumming, or Ale talking about her bass parts, anything of that nature. And so I look forward to reading the comments. Thank you so much, everybody. A shout out to the TWA and a shout out to all of my patrons. Thank you so much. And to all my subscribers, thank you very much. I will see you guys soon.